I'm going to go over how to set up parental controls in Windows 7. I'm going to click the start icon at the bottom left-hand corner and then click the user image in the top right-hand of the box that pops up. This is going to lead me to the user accounts control panel. First thing I need to do is to add a child account. So I'm going to click on Manage Another Account and go down to Create New Account. I'm going to name this account Child Account. And what you want to make sure is that your child account is a standard user, not an administrator. An administrator has complete control over the computer, including the ability to add and delete other administrator accounts. So you need to make sure your child has a standard user account. Press Create Account, and now your child has an account, and you can see it says Standard User under the account name. You click on the child account. That brings up the settings. Click on Set Up Parental Controls. This will bring up the different parental controls that can be done. But first, it's going to prompt you to make a password for your administrator account if you don't already have one. It's very important to set up a password, otherwise this whole process is useless. So I'm going to enter in my password. There's also a place to put in a password hint if you're afraid you may forget your password. Just make sure that the hint is not something that your child can guess your password from. So now I'm going to go back into the child account. I'm going to turn on Enforce Current Settings. This allows me to make adjustments. So the first one I'm going to adjust is the time. This allows me to tell the computer when my child can be on the computer and when they can be off the computer. This way I know that my child is not logging in to the computer when I'm asleep. And you can adjust this by day. So for instance, if you want for them to have more time on non-school nights, you can easily do that. Press OK. And the next thing is the games control. So you can adjust what kind of games they can play and which games they can play. First thing to do is to block by rating. So you can see over here how you can block, for instance, your early childhood and Games for Everyone are the only two games that this account can play. And the next thing is you can block a specific game. So I'm going to go in and, for example, block Free Cell. Of course, Free Cell is not a problem, so you don't have to worry about that. But I'm going to go in and block Free Cell. Press OK. And the last thing I'm going to do is show how you can block specific programs. So what you want to do is check any of the boxes that you wish to allow your child to use. So if the box is checked, they are able to use it. So for example, right now a lot of the boxes aren't checked. I'm going to check the box next to DVD Maker. So now my child can use the DVD Maker. And you can see by default there are lots of programs that are not able to be used, and you may want to go through and allow them one by one. So now that we've done that, I'm going to press OK. Close out of the control panel and log into the child account. So now I'm logging into the child account, and you notice that it says that I cannot log in because it is later than the period allotted. So I'm going to go back in and change that so we can log in. So now I've changed that and we're in the child account, and I'm going to go and try and play Free Cell. If you remember, we did block that game, so I'm going to see what happens when I try and play Free Cell. And you can see that it comes up with a parental control, have us block this game. So this account cannot play Free Cell. And also, if you remember, we did allow the Windows DVD Maker, so I'm going to try and launch that program. And you can see that DVD Maker is launching, so they can use that program as we wanted. So one of the major limitations of what comes with Windows 7 for parental controls is that it doesn't allow you to control what they do on the web. I'm going to show you how to do that with Windows Live Family Safety.